friends, welcome to 212. My name is Christina and I'm so excited you're here. If this is your first time tuning in to watch 212, we just want to say thanks for coming. A little bit about us, we believe in God and we believe He has a purpose for your life. You are not here by accident, my friend, and I hope you get exactly what you need today.
Every day you have a choice. Just exist or live. What if the little things mattered? What if getting by wasn't good enough? What if 1 degree made all the difference in the world? It does. Water boils at 212 degrees, not 211. When that water boils, it turns to steam. That steam generates power. That power brings change. Here, we choose to do more than just exist. Here, we live at our boiling point. This is more than a name. This is a family. This is a movement. This is 212.
What's up, 212?
What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
4th week in the row.
We're in the kitchen. We in the kitchen.
We cooking up some stuff, Shane. But before we start, I have a
Bro, you did.
early Christmas present, bro.
Man, thank you so much.
I love you, man.
Even though I have to sanitize
Air hug.
this.
Air hug.
Now.
Air hug.
Bring it in.
Yeah.
Bring it. All right.
Right.
Whoa. Man, it's 99.9%. It kills most bacteria.
I can't
All
spray him. I can't do it. I was
Just
gonna
took it
spray
back.
him, but I'm not going to.
Dude, thank you so much for that gift. I really appreciate it. So today, 212, we want to talk to you about what it means to live at your boiling point. Why in the world what are you doing?
Cooking water
Why do you cook water?
for an illustration about
Okay.
boiling point.
All right. Okay. Got it. Please explain.
So you guys know that 212 is the temperature at which water boils. It is the name of our youth ministry. And we're going to let this heat up, and then I kind of want to show you some points with this. So Jeannie Mayo, though, she says something really cool. She says, find something worth dying for and then live for it.
That's
and
good.
we believe that is Jesus. We believe that is the Word of God. And so we're going to talk to you a little bit about living at your boiling point today.
Let's go. All right, so this is boiling. While this is starting to boil, I wanted to share just another quote by Victor Hugo, who was considered to be the greatest and best-known French writer. And he says this: "People do not lack sufficient strength. Instead, they often lack sufficient passion." And that word passion, if you look it up, it means to be intense or driving. It means to overmaster a certain feeling or conviction. And if you look at this definition in the Webster's online definition, the very first thing that you see talked about when looking up this definition is Jesus. And the word passion is described as the sufferings of Christ between the night of the Last Supper and his death on the cross for humanity. I thought that was really cool when looking at the word passion.
So, I don't know if you can see the steam right now. I hope you can. But the water is starting to boil. So, here's kind of, what happens when the water starts to boil. It produces steam. And, water by itself, it's all right. But when it produces steam, it can power really large vehicles. Like they used to power trains with steam, called the steam locomotive.
Yep.
And when you're living at your boiling point, you have power in your life and you can make an impact. So our question really to you today is, are you living at your boiling point or are you just settling?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're kind of in a rut, or do you feel like, man, you're full of passion, you're full of fire, you're ready to live this thing, and you're in love with Jesus? So here's what I want you to see. All right, it's steaming a lot now. It's boiling. This water is at 212 degrees. How do I know that?
212.
Because once it goes over, it turns to steam. So the water that's there is at 212. Watch what happens when I take it off of the source.
When we start to kick back.
It almost instantaneously stops boiling. So what is the source? The source is God. The source is Jesus. The source is God's presence in our lives. And how do you stay connected to the source? 10 and 10.
Yep, 10 and 10.
Reading the Bible.
And that's what we've been talking about.
Everything we've
Yep.
been talking about. Prayer and community.
Yep.
That is how you stay connected to the source. So if you want your life to be full of energy, stay on the source. And look what happens when it goes back. Almost instantly, it starts to boil. So if your life has been cold and dark and you're like, man, I've just lost my passion for God, don't worry about that, okay? Yeah, when I was kind of in a Boy Scout program, we built this fire, and the fire, we lit it the night before, kind of went out. The next day, all we had to do was blow on it, and it started right back up. So if you've been cold, don't worry. All it takes sometimes is just one breath, is just a little passion to get back to your boiling point.
So yes, now is not the time to kick back 212. As I was kind of thinking of what we were going to discuss, I just remember the moment that I encountered Jesus for the first time, and I realized how he passionately pursued me all the way to the cross, and he gave his life for me. And when that really sunk in and that made sense to me, man, it turned a switch on in me, and I've been wanting to live at 212 since I started serving Jesus. And you should too. If he has impacted you in a profound way, whether it's through prayer, Bible reading, or maybe at a church service that you attended a while back, man, don't lose that fire. Don't lose that connection with Jesus. Don't lose that connection to the source, because, man, he wants to do incredible things to you right where you're at, in your house, in your room, and just know that we're not slowing down. We're not kicking back.
That's right.
We're going to boil during this time for Jesus.
So we hope you guys are going to join us on this journey. One thing that boiling water takes is time and heat. And it's something that we happen to have a lot of right now, being in quarantine.
Don't burn me with that.
Is time.
You almost burned me with that.
How
Oh
close-
my goodness.
How close can I get?
Actually, that felt really good to the sinuses.
So this water's still hot. When I put it back on, instantly still boils. But what if I put ice cubes in here? It's going to take 5 or 10 minutes for this to reach its boiling point. So if you're just starting on this journey, it takes consistency, time, and heat. So the heat, what's the spiritual heat? Well, that comes from God, staying connected to the source. So guys, put in the time, stay focused, encourage each other, and let's get after this. Let's make a difference in this
Let's live
world.
at our boiling point.
Come on.